Power Book 2, Season 4, Episode 10, Ghost in the Machine. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I feel like for the series finale, they did way too much talking. They did way too much talking. But this scene right here with Diana, I was not expecting it to be her that did it. That shot, what's her name? Anya. I said that's what I'm talking about. She ain't do no talking, just got her. I wasn't expecting it. But I said, you know what? They had time to get Noma too. They had plenty of time to get her as well. But look, I'm glad that Kane was the one to take Noma out. And he was doing too much talking too. He should have came up there pop. But he got her. He got her. Long story short, he got her. But what did y'all think of the series finale? Look, I know a lot of people was expecting more. I feel like they showed the Tejadas more than they showed Tyreek. Tyreek definitely did too much talking. Then look, when they showed the scene where he went to question Carter and they were sitting close by each other, I said he about to flip him over or something. But I would say this is not how I thought the series was going to end. I thought Kane was up out of there. I definitely thought Drew and Diana was up out of there. But all of them made it. All of them made it. Y'all know that part of the episode where Tariq was talking to Noma's brother, trying to get him to let him move product and everything. I think he wanted him to be his connect or something like that. And he asked him what he'll be doing or who he'll be and all that stuff. And he was like, so basically you'll be like a ghost. I said, you got that right. I said, you got that right. Because we ain't seen you the whole episode. Nah, we haven't seen you enough. At first, I didn't even realize what people was coming. People were saying that. They was like, okay, Tariq, it's supposed to be about Tariq, about him being ghost and all this stuff, but we haven't seen him. We don't see him as much as we see the Tejadas. And I said, you know what? You right, because this whole episode proved it. The whole episode proved it, but I did see the end of the episode. I'm glad I seen it because I was about to click off. They showed it during the end credits where he was on the phone with somebody, most likely Tommy. So we'll see that. The next part, they got me. Nama. Well, this happened before that part, but Nama was talking to Anya and she was telling her that's her business. It actually wasn't her father's or whatever. And she was giving her life story. I said, nobody got time for that. We don't want to hear your life story. We do not want to hear your life story. What you talking about? Let's go. Let's go. Then I'm confused. Why I thought that Mecca was Anya's dad. Detective Carter. Did y'all expect him to go down like that? I thought they was finna get him. But we should have known nobody was gonna get him when Tariq kept talking to him. He kept talking to him. What you talking to him for? You had plenty of opportunity to handle him. Do y'all think that Detective Carter is gonna come back if they have another spinoff, another Power spinoff or another chapter or whatever you want to call it? Do y'all think he's gonna come back? What are y'all thoughts? Then I think what was the dude name that worked with him? Miko or whatever his Miko, whatever his name is. Looked like at the end he was actually working with Tariq. He was actually working with Tariq. But I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in this part because, one, he wasn't up out of there. Didn't nobody get him up out of there. Everybody talking. Everybody talking the whole doggone episode. But no, that Tate did not find out what he did. Like, somebody come in and said he gonna find out because, you know, he got arrested for that very thing. But we didn't see it. That's something we should have seen. But yeah, you could tell. You could definitely tell that it was rushed. But let's see if I can remember everything that happened off the top of my head because I didn't take no notes. I didn't take no notes. I thought, I thought a whole bunch of stuff was finna get ready to go down. Look, at one point, I thought that Davis was crooked and working with Noma and telling her behind their back because he was on the phone when they was all meeting up. I think it was Diana, Drew, Kane. They was there. And then that's when Tariq, Brayden, and what's that girl name? Effie showed up. And he was on the phone. He kept looking up and stuff. I said, is he warning Noma? I said, what he doing? But no, they was just out for self per usual. Per usual. But yeah, at the beginning of the episode, they was asking them what happened. They was acting like they didn't know what happened. And Kane got upset. They all went home. And then they started blaming each other. But Diana was telling them, look, Diana, this was something I didn't mention in my shorts or whatever. Because the two clips you just seen, I upload them on TikTok and I combine them. So, but yeah, she over here, now the whole doggone series, what she been saying? She been saying how she didn't want to be a part of the business. She told her daddy the same thing. She was helping him and she was like, okay, that's going to be it. She want to focus on school. But by the end of the episode, she over here talking about, so we could restart the family business. I said, she don't ain't crazy. But yeah, when they revealed that it was her that took out Anya, man, I've been reading comments on TikTok. If y'all hear some clicking, that's me up on the laptop. But I was reading comments on TikTok and people disappointed. They mad that she took out Anya. They said she ain't had nothing to do with it. But in that game or whatever, that's what they do. You can't be shocked when it happened to you or whatever. And in that moment, Diana was right. Did I call her Diane at first? But Diana was right. She was saying how now Noma knows how I feel. And I said, definitely, definitely. And then, look, when her brother and the guards or whoever they is, her hitmen, they left and she was on her own, she gonna go snitch. I said, snitch. I said, what she do, tell the people? And so that's when Kane was like, look, I still throw everything, basically. That's when Kane was like, he was telling them he loved them and he proud of them and yada, yada, yada. I thought he was up out of there. I said, no. But he got up. The way they did that, I will say I like that part. I like the part where Diana got Anya, even though there was, look, I ain't gonna say it was random, but I was like, wasn't expecting it or whatever. How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about her getting Anya? Somebody said they knew that was gonna happen at their dinner table. But yeah, look, they went in first. I think it started out like I said, they was grieving or whatever. Then they was like, okay, this not helping nobody. We gotta work together. And they're, oh, I messed up on this. I got distracted, y'all. But yeah, then, well, I didn't know. I missed the part where they said that was their cousin until I seen the clip on TikTok. I said, oh, I was wondering why they had him. I thought that was just, somebody hanging out with Kane. But that was their cousin. He was like, he got to go. He ain't trying to kill no bug. I said, wait. I said, get up out of here. I said, get up out of here. They got to handle themselves anyways. But they did that. Drew, when, what's that Carter? What's that Carter that told him, he had to, basically they was trying to set up Tariq or whatever. I thought Tariq was up out of there. I thought this was going to be it. Like, I knew they was talking. A lot of people were saying it's supposed to be a spinoff and everything. But I was like, he at least going to get shot or something. This man, I guess it's what they said. Like, the name of it is Parable to Ghosts. I said, he really was a ghost. He really was a ghost over here. But yeah, I'm trying to remember the scenes or whatever. But somebody had said that the Nico Miko dude. Let me find out what his name. I found it. It's Nico. It isn't spelled the way I thought it was gonna be spelled either. But yeah, his name Nico. But yeah, a lot of people were saying how Nico was gonna be upset about Detective Carter doing it to Tate or whatever. Look, I was hoping. I was really hoping that they showed Tate, the other Tate. I was hoping that they showed him finding out because at first he was looking like he knew something was off or whatever. But yeah, I guess they couldn't fit all of that into one, episode. Then I thought it was gonna be longer than that too. I feel like if it was longer, then they could have addressed a lot of things. Not only that, y'all know when they showed Tasha now, I was hoping she got up out of there too. Ain't gonna front, cause look, I've been waiting on her to get up out of there since the first Power. I've been waiting on her to go, but no. She over here, my thing is, another thing I've seen a lot of people talking about is how, Ghost wanted better for Tariq and was trying to get him out the game. And then one episode, I think it was episode, 7 or 8, where she over here talking about some, she don't want him out there doing this stuff and she want him to do better and all this stuff. I said, well, didn't he say that? Wasn't he saying that? Like, what you talking about? What else happened? We already talked about, basically, Tariq talking the whole freaking episode. We talked about, Diana getting Anya. We talked about Kane. We talked about Drew. I know one part where, they came in there and they was asking Tariq to help get information about where Noma was about Anya. And he agreed to it, but he wanted them to help him first. I think he wanted them to help, get the evidence from Detective Carter. So when he let her loose and they took out running, I was like, wait a minute now. I said, is he not going to help? I said, how they going to help with Carter if he don't help them or whatever? But yeah, that was the plan. But then, she was talking to him, asking him how did he know she was there, all that stuff. He over here telling her his life story and stuff, well, not everything. But she's like, she not going to be like her mama, but she ain't going to be like him either. She started walking up that steps. I knew something was about to happen, but I thought they was finna get Noma. Because the amount of times, I know Noma was back there at first, but by the time she got up there, how many times did Diana shoot her? Because I was like, one of them bullets could have been for her, but I'm glad they did it the way they did and let Kane do it because, yeah, she played in his face. She played, which was crazy, though. The entire time, Monet, and I didn't do a review on that. I should have did it the entire time, dog. But I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. The entire time, Monet was telling him that you can't trust her. You can't even trust. Look, because we didn't seen these folks beefing the entire time. But when it came down to, they had each other's back. When Kane got shot the first time, Diana was hollering. When he got shot the second time, Drew was hollering or whatever. And then, Monet's situation. All on was hollering when she got up out of there. I'm gonna say that because I can't say the other word. But yeah, like, look, I was like, what's Tariq doing? Then when they got back to the same place, you know what? I just thought about that. They could have followed them too. They could have followed them too, because they went back to the same place that they was at first. They could have followed them where they was at or whatever. And Tariq was upset. He was asking Dinah what she did, and she was like, "Now she know how it feels or whatever." I said, "Right," because look, the thing about it, like I said before, like once you in their business or you do stuff, you can't decide. You can't decide who get to. Oh, they in this and they ain't got nothing to do with it. You know how many people been in foolishness or paid the price about something they ain't had nothing to do with. Exactly. It was something else. Let me see. I think it was about the Nico dude. One, I knew they said he was gonna be upset about, Camille. I'll be saying these folks' name wrong, didn't it? It was something else about him. What was it? Oh, when they I remember now. When they was telling Carter everything, and he was like, basically he had switched out the bullets or whatever. Then they held it out. Or whatever. And then that's when Nico ended up coming or whatever. I was like, how you know you could trust him too? But they was trying to see the bigger picture, or Tariq was. They was trying to see the bigger picture. He had that emotion already. What he was going to do. Because he already knew that they was crooked to begin with. And I said, dawg, I ain't think about that part. But yeah, when they was right there, I was like, what they finna get ready to do? But nah, they just arrested him. I said, that's probably bad. And I think, who was that? Was that Kane? Like, why y'all didn't just take him out or whatever? And they was like, it's gonna be worse than that because, he a cop and he done did a lot of stuff. But I said, at the same time, I wouldn't trust it. I don't know. Somebody brought up 2-Bit or whatever his name is, and he didn't show it. They showed him getting his car that wasn't his car, took it again. And it was just a lot of loose ends, I feel like. It was a lot of things. Like I said, I thought that Drew was up out of there. I thought that Kane would have been out there, to be honest. I thought his hatred or jealousy towards Tariq was going to get him. I thought that was going to get him. But then somebody had said, I think when it first started, the show first started, I'm stuttering. When the show first started, I think they said they felt like, you know how it was Ghost, Tommy, and Kanan, that it was going to be Tariq, Braden, and Kane or whatever. I said Kane would have been like, he'll be all right if he wasn't so jealous of Tariq. Then I thought there was going to be a scene too where it was going to be Kane versus Tariq again. And I knew that Tariq was probably going to make it. But I at least wanted him to get shot or something. I don't want him to get, because he be running around. Man, he be trying to outsmart everybody. He do. With Braden, I think he ended up telling him something he don't want to be partners, or he got one last chance and he always messing stuff. I said Braden should defend himself, because how many times you don't mess stuff up? How many times you don't did whatever? Now he do be on that stuff and he needs to stop that stuff, but I know something else. I seen somebody talking about the Effie giving her college money, giving her what was it, a robotic program or something? She was going somewhere to college, if I'm not mistaken. It cut off. I forgot what we was talking about. I think we was talking about Effie giving her money to Kane. I think I already said how, people feel like he could have been more grateful or done something to show his appreciation. I know what I was talking about. I was talking about the previous episodes where people were saying how Tariq been study saying how he's nothing like Ghost, and he right. He ain't nothing like Ghost because he do too much talking. He always talking every time you see him. I said he definitely be doing a lot of talking. But at the same, I feel like he use his brains in a sense, not all the time, because we know that. We know that. But I feel like he be trying to outsmart people without them knowing that he outsmarting them. Because how you do out... He walk away. We didn't even see him. We seen him. They showed him at the beginning talking to Carter. That's all he's doing again. Talking. But for the most part, for this to be, based on him, Ghost, and all this stuff, I guess that's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Dog. It's not metaphor. It's something I'm trying to say. I forgot the name of it. But he kind of was a ghost. He kind of was a ghost because, it's like he had a hand in everything that happened. But you didn't see him like that. You didn't see him as much as we should have seen him. It started out where we seen him a lot. But this last season and everything that's happened, yeah. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, that's it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, this is how girl rest of the day and be safe.